Second. I'm gonna let TikTok in. Make sure my volume up. There we go. All right, guys. What's good, everybody? Come on in, come on in, come on in. How is everybody today? Grand Rising, everybody. How is everyone? Hi, gang, gang. Okay, so first off, before we even get into the whole reading and the eclipse and what's coming in for everybody, as you see, as the energy increases and we approach this this full moon eclipse, we just had a solar eclipse, right? You saw that there was a category 5 in Acapulco, okay? Heavy damage. All right, now you know that with the moon, that affects the tides, okay, and it affects the weather, okay? So I'm just pay attention, okay, because I feel like what's happening celestially is affecting our environment, both spiritually, as you can see by systems cracking, right? And in addition to that, in the weather. Okay, so it's not just in your personal life. Pay attention to the frequency. Okay, so before I start with the individual elements, what's good, Project Execute? Before I start with the individual elements, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the general energy, okay, out of this transits deck. And I'm gonna be asking some specific questions for each of the elements. So y'all wanna stay tuned, okay? Spirit, can you show me? You have moon perception. Okay, so the moon is bringing a shift for sure. Good morning, my love. What's good, Crystal Jade? The moon is bringing a shift, okay? And it's going to, you have enum coli root here. It's going to, what's good, Cindy? It's going to magnify what is at the root of something that needs to be examined. Okay, what's good, Ruby? Okay, Taurus, cultivate. And this is the Taurus full blood moon in Libra, no, in Scorpio, with a lunar eclipse. So this is a big one. Okay, first off, you have to understand we're in Scorpio season, but this blood moon usually happens in the window around Halloween, which is why, you know, the blood moon, right? So when you think of Taurus, you don't necessarily think of that energy of Scorpio, but they are the opposites. Okay? And Venus is heavily connected to the moon, which is why Venus is exalted in Cancer, which is, you know, the moon's ruling sign, right? The moon rules Cancer, right? In Scorpio, I feel like with that root card, this is telling you it's like going deep within. Okay? things that maybe you released in the 3D, but you've been holding on to in the 5D or in your root, in your physicality, but are not in your actual presence. This is the time for that, to release those things, okay? You got trine symbiosis, okay? So that in that release, you have room to welcome in the new, okay? To welcome in the new. Spirit, anything else before we go into the elements for each particular sign, and I mean each element, so they can understand what is coming. Look at Pisces sensitive. Everything is heightened right now. And everything, we are in many different realms. We are at critical junctures. Critical junctures. Okay, 7th house relationships. And you can feel this in, you know, when people say 7th house, they just think like love and marriage, right? But these are the relationships that you have with business partners. This is the relationships you have, contracts. Okay, so this is a time of like really looking and seeing what serves us. Okay, I feel like if you've been doing that for a minute, you and your partner, people are coming to realizations what they have to do to stay in situations. So if someone is in your life that you've been discussing to them what they need to do to be able to support the relationship, and that it's not just you, and they still don't do it in this time, it's because they choose not to, or they cannot give you what you're requesting, and it's time to release. Okay, so we're gonna go into the elements. Good morning, Christy. We're gonna go into the elements. Okay, so drop your elements. What's good, Jennifer LaRoe? I was just thinking about you yesterday. Drop your elements. Let's see who's in the house. I see fire. I see water. I see earth. I see earth. I see air. I see air. Air. Water. Water. Air. Air. Water. Earth. What's good, Crystal? Air. Earth. Water. Air. Water. Earth. Air. Water. Water. Air. Earth. Earth. Air. Okay, I think air wins it. Okay, we're gonna go with air. Okay, so I took out a couple of other decks. Okay, I took out a couple of other decks because I want to ask some specific questions in regards to this eclipse. We're closing out 6 months. Okay, and in addition to that, this is the culmination, the last eclipse that you're going to see in Taurus or Scorpio for like 9 years. Okay, so it's like, think back to 18 months ago when you first started this transit. Okay, we're closing up things. We're closing up things. Look, if you have your chart, look where Taurus and Scorpio are. And also look where your North Node and South Node are. But anyway, these are going to be the areas, okay, that is under transformation. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, pull up. Let's see. Let's ask Spirit what it is that this Taurus full moon, blood moon, lunar eclipse is bringing for my air signs. Spirit, can you show me? Step into your power. First quarter moon in Aries. And that is where the North Node is. It's telling you, it's like you have been, You have been playing like the wall. I'm getting wallflower, like trying not to be in the spotlight. Now I'm hearing she wants to leave the glamorous life. You don't need a man that he wants to leave the glamorous life. It ain't love. It ain't love. It ain't much. Okay? So last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. Okay? So there's something that the air signs have been pushing down. Okay? For some of you, it's going to be in one way. Okay? It's like being in the front makes you uncomfortable. You like to be of service, but it's the season. And you have to overcome that. There could be like opportunities coming your way. And you have been like shying away from it because you like to be in the back. Grand Rising, my love. Okay? That could be very much part of this. For others of you, this is like you can't make everybody happy, air signs. You can't. Right? And should what you're manifesting knock on your door and it means that other doors have to close, you're going to have to make decisions, or you're going to limit yourself because you don't want to leave people behind, or you don't want people to feel a certain kind of way. Good morning, my love. Okay? So that's what it's really feeling like. Like you want the new, but without having to change the old, or without having to give up something. Okay? And new moon in Taurus, okay? Know your worth, right? So are you going to let something pass you by because she keeps passing me by, right? You're going to let something pass you by because somebody else might not approve of it? What's good, Vanessa? And I want to point out something. These two cards that I pulled for you were Aries, right? And then this one is Taurus. When you think about the wheel, the astrology wheel, right? It goes from Aries to Taurus, meaning that you have to complete that self-work, which is what Aries represents. You have to complete stepping into your power and working through your feelings of maybe not being enough or disappointing others or whatever that might be, so that you could cultivate the manifestation, so that you can give birth to that. That is the house of Taurus. Right? But you can't create outside what is not within you, right? So that means that you have to see your own value so that you can step off that wall and stop being the wallflower and be comfortable in the skin that you're in, right? Now, I want to ask Spirit, this is going to be a different type of reading, gang. I want to ask Spirit, what is it that you're leaving behind? Spirit, what is it that my air signs are leaving behind? What is it that my air signs are leaving behind? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, what are they leaving behind? Biblical. This is why, because this morning, I took out this deck because I saw this card. Okay? A lot of yous are deprogramming. Deprogramming from what you believe to be true and what limitations were placed upon you, whether this is an upbringing or whatever, and trying to step into your own power. Trying to step into your own belief systems. Trying to create like your own compass. Okay, thank you guys for the love. I also feel like you're right at the edge of a really like big breakthrough, like biblical. Okay? Like from night to day, like a massive shift, massive difference. But it means slaying some like internal demons about being in the front, or about stepping into the power, about maybe not pleasing everybody. Like it's that kind of shit. What's good, C? I have not done Earth. What's good, C. Wilson? It's like you have to overcome that mindset to achieve what it is you want. Okay, so you're deprogramming to create, to birth. Okay, in the deprogramming, you step into your power. That is how you birth your worth, your value. Okay, now I'm gonna ask out of my motivation manifestation deck, I am going to ask, what is it that you'll be manifesting in the next coming season? Like what's the next thing coming in? Show me, Spirit. What are they manifesting? With love's transcendent power, we can be reborn and redirected. When we open to love, life itself can feel newer, more alive, more magical, and meaningful. Right? It came out crossed. I feel like you're trying to understand. Some of you are trying to understand how to love from a distance. You're working on deprogramming. Some of you are from a distance, right? You're trying to learn how to live and let live. Okay? Hi, honey. All right. You also could be trying to have people let you live and let live. Like they don't have to hold your same frequency. Okay? Like what's, especially that you're deprogramming. Hey, honey. Hey, LT. Right? You're deprogramming, and people could want you to be what you once were. I feel like, you know, you may want to scream from the rooftops, like, don't you see that everything is different? Like you're having some type of spiritual awakening or something, and these people may not see your perspective. Okay, you could be trying to play your growth down to make others feel comfortable, to bring them along. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, there is light all around. There is much to be grateful for in this seemingly dark world. And so all we must do is pull our gaze from the shadow and look to the ocean of divine light and grace in which we are blessed to live. So Spirit's telling you, instead of harping on what others can't see, step into your own vision, right? In this deprogramming, and transform from within outwardly. Okay, you don't need these people to have your perspective. Sometimes we are the testimony. Like the change in us causes other people. I just started. This is just air signs. Sometimes the growth within us is what other people take notice of, and then they see the perspective. Okay, thank you, Maritza. That's where sometimes we go wrong. We want people to see what we see, but we're afraid to shine our light. I'm getting that, air signs. Okay, so we're going to pull you some tarot real quick. Can you show me what can the air signs expect? Let's say for the balance of the year. Okay, Spirit, can you show me? You got the Queen of Swords, which is your element, Five of Wands. I like it because even though it denotes some type of conflict, I feel like you're standing up for yourself. You're standing up for yourself. Spirit, can you show me? Queen of Wands and how magnetic you become. Some of you could have a feminine energy, male or female, who's like pushing up against you. But we're going to find out, okay? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you've been trying to get something to come to fruition. You've hit some snags, air signs. Not all as planned. Not all as planned. There were some curves in the road. Okay? Now I'm hearing flower bomb. Was that Drake? I don't remember who that was by. Okay? Spirit, can you show me? Why is this Queen of Swords here? Can you show me? It was Wale, sorry. Three of Wands with the Queen of Swords. You're finally putting forward motion to think about what is good for you. Okay, the realization that you can't please everybody. Two of Coins, right? Okay, getting that Libra frequency, but you know, it's like trying to come into balance of what is really gonna pan out for you, recognizing that you can't please everybody. And are you gonna like continue to downplay something? I feel very much go along to get along. And I feel like Spirit saying, how's that been working for you? And I feel like it hasn't. And I feel like that is why. Okay, so you have the Five of Wands here. Okay, I feel like you're very uncomfortable in conflict, air signs. Okay, it like throws off your frequency, right? And Spirit is actually trying to get you to feel more comfortable in that, to not fear conflict. Because if every time something doesn't easily go your way like the wind, right? Then you may back away from it because you feel like, well, that's going to bring drama. So I'd rather not make drama, but you may not realize that right on the other side of that is what you're manifesting. So Spirit's like, you can't, yes, okay, you don't want to be a shit starter, a gossiper, you know? But at the same time, you can't just always be bowing down to avoid, right? So Spirit gave me an example. Okay, it's like a weird example, but if you had two prescription bottles, right? You had two prescription bottles, right? And you had, it's like an allergy pill that doesn't make you sleepy, right? And an Ambien that knocks you out. And you got to go to work. And somebody, you say, pass me those bottles, and they say, just which one? And you tell them, and then you see them take the pill from the wrong bottle. And they say, no, I'm sure. Are you going to just take that pill? Even though you saw it, and then still get in your fucking car? No, right? So why, when it comes to other situations, because you feel like, you know, well, it's not such a big deal. How do you know that that's not the opportunity or the time or the lesson that you're supposed to be stepping into of like, stop playing small so other people could feel equal or big? Queen of Wands, we're just gonna, you know, ingest whatever we're given. Look, Queen of Wands with the Queen of Swords. Some of y'all is at work. Some of y'all, they could be, you know, a feminine that is trying to like dominate or has insecurities, like some kind of insecure energy that they always have to flex to make themselves seem like they Charles in charge. Okay, it is work, right? And you trying to avoid shit. King of Wands, right? I feel like spirit is saying, and for some of y'all, there could be a masculine that's causing this. Okay? But I feel like you're going to have to outwit, which is not a struggle for you. Okay? I feel like the biggest part would be like not wanting to take on conflict. But I feel like this particular conflict is not fought in, it's fought here. Okay, so that's what spirit meant about stepping into your power. God always gets them out of the way for you. Okay, look at this. Listen, and Eight of Pentacles, I said it's most likely at work for many of yous, right? But Eight of Pentacles, keep working at what it is you want and growing into like feeling comfortable in your own skin and stepping into your power and not shying away and all that kind of shit, because it's taking you to calmer waters. Six of Swords, okay? And you know, you had the Knight of Coins at the bottom of the first deck. And I said, like, you felt like you were putting, you know, like trying to manifest something, but like it was stuck or it wasn't moving forward. And it's because you didn't want to step into the light. Well, I feel like once you do, what's strange is the Knight of Pentacles underneath the other deck with the Tower. I feel like you trading places with this person. Energetically, like them beginning to feel the blockages as you get the breakthrough Tower. It's like they get stuck because this person that is in conflict, okay, with you, this person that's in conflict with you, they're in conflict with you because of some insecurity. It has nothing to do with you. Okay, so don't internalize it. Don't make yourself less than, right? Continue to work at the things that you want and use your wits and your smarts and don't get dragged in emotionally. Okay, that's what I have for my air signs. Okay, so let's see who else is in the house because I want to ask those same questions. Spirit. Okay, I see water, I see fire, I see earth. Water, earth, water. You're welcome. Earth, water, earth, 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 water, fire, earth, water, earth, 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 water, earth, water, earth, water, earth, earth, earth. Okay, earth it is. Spirit, can you show me what energy is this Taurus full blood moon lunar eclipse bringing to my earth signs? What's going on? What's coming in for the earth signs, guys? You think we can make it over 10K before I finish the earth signs, my loves? Do you think we can do it? Sunday mornings, I do live Q&A if you are a subscriber to TikTok. Fridays, I do my predictions on Patreon, okay? So these are places you might want to join. Spirit. Can you show me what does this Taurus full blood moon lunar eclipse bring? Okay, so first quarter moon in Scorpio, okay? Release your blocks. I feel like, yes, this is a big wave, okay? Through the fire, to the limit, to the wall. Last 6 months, my earth signs, I feel like you have, it's like walking over coals. What's Good Wednesdays on YouTube. If you head over to TikTok, it's actually cheaper, honey. First quarter moon is Scorpio. Release your blocks. So the things that you were dealing with, it's like walking over coals, okay? Like you know that you're like in the last leg of something, right? But it felt very tumultuous, okay? And the new moon in Sagittarius, which will be, you know, in Scorpio next month, right? Probably towards the end of November. Right? Focus on the positive, okay? So I feel like, good morning, my love. I feel like right now, thank you guys for all the love. Thank you for the gifts. I greatly appreciate y'all. If I miss a gift, please know that I do appreciate it, okay? It's that I be channeling. All right, so with this, it's like spirits like, don't look at what's gone, okay? Like there's no turning back now, right? There's no turning back now. Like you've gone too far. You already, you're finishing up that hot coal walk, right? So you're not going to walk back over the coals, right? You're completing that. Anything else from this deck before I move on? Right? Think of all that you've done, right? And if there's still a couple of hot coals that you need to step over, it's mind over matter. Focus on the positive. Focus on where you want to be, what you will feel when you get there instead of what is in front of you, okay? You have first quarter moon in Virgo. Assess the situation. I feel like that's what you did. Okay, you were assessing the situation in Virgo season. That Venus like that Venus retrograde made you see things for what it was, and you understood that there was only one way, and the way was through, which is why you walked over the coals. All right, we're gonna look at what you are releasing. What are you releasing? What are my earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn releasing. Thank you guys for the 10K. You guys are bomb.com. I greatly appreciate y'all. What are we releasing? Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Can you show me? Angels and Asias. Wars and battles. I feel like earth signs let me explain something to you. You are going to like your higher self, to your ancestors, whatever you believe in, trying to manifest something new. Okay? But it feels like in some way you still, and it you know, makes sense, earth signs, right? We're very grounded. You want to be in control, right? So it feels like you told them what you wanted, you asked something for something, but you didn't release, right? It's like micromanaging spirit, which is impossible. But there's always the desire, right? And I feel like what you're learning in this season is to trust in spirit. I feel like the reason why that's your first impulse is because you are like the earth angel. You're the one that people come to for advice, for help. You are the person. So you're so used to helping and being in control and trying to take charge that you also wanted to take charge how something came in, and spirit was like, no. The exercise, the lesson here is for you to surrender, to understand that you are precious and that you can request something and that it's your divine birthright, and just give it to us and have no fear. But the controlling earth grounded energy makes you want to know, but when, spirit, but how, spirit, but what, how will I know if I'm, it's like this needing to micromanage the journey. Okay, you also have Asia here. Okay, I feel like with this Asia card, you know, Asia has had many dynasties. Grand Rising, my love. I feel like this Asia dynasties reference that spirit is making is talking about lifetimes. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. And you have always had to be the one. Still the one, right? You've always had to be the one to carry shit on your back, okay? To be the advisor, to be the priestess, or in some way power. Somebody wrote king in the chat, right? The thing is here, okay, I'm getting two messages. One is that the king understands his abundance is given by the divine. To whom much is expected, much is given. Okay? But I feel like they want you to understand that you're not fighting the battles alone, or you're not. It's like soft life. Like this time you don't have to. Like, just trust in me, right? This time you don't have to. I want you to know you don't have to, that you don't have to carry the world. I'm gonna block you if you don't stop talking crazy in the chat. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay? I want to see now what you are manifesting. What is my earth signs manifesting, please? We are not slave to our history. What did I say? That in past lives, you've had to do all the work. And you're always the person that people come to. So you feel like you have to micromanage everything. The spirit's like, we just want you to sit the fuck down. You walked over the coals, right? It's your turn, right? We are not slave to our history. We can be freed by our conscious thoughts and disciplined habits, right? Then you also have here, we are to be radiant, grateful, buoyant people, right? So spirit's like, you did it already. Just trust that you are divinely guided. Just trust that this is your divine birthright. Just trust that it's your time. Okay, we must mature and realize that freeing our mind of ancient hurts and opening once more to love shall give us access to divine strength. So what the earth signs are supposed to be concentrating is not do more, but feel, allow, free those emotions, those trapped things. And understand that your need to want to safeguard and guide and protect and structure is coming from an internal fear that if you don't do it, it won't get done. And that in a way is saying that you don't trust the divine to meet you halfway. Thank you, my love, for the heart me. Thank you guys for all the love. Do you understand? So spirit's like, you got to shift the thinking. All right, we're going to get you guys some tarot real quick. Hey, honey. I don't know why people come in here to request for others to contact them. Okay? And I just want to say to the viewers, we don't do that as readers, so that tells you that they're not real. I am doing general readings right now, my love. If you listen to your element, you will have the answer to your question, but I'm not taking personal questions. Personal questions are on Sunday mornings for my subscribers only. Spirit, can you show me? What does the earth signs need to know? You got the Four of Cups, Strength card. Wow, okay. I see where this is going already, okay? 4 coins is on the bottom of the deck. It's causing you this need to want to micromanage everything. It's causing you to play it safe, earth signs. Okay, you hold back, right? Thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much for the blessing. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, so you got the 4 of Cups out here with the Hangman. Okay, I just told you. It's like you hold back or you don't take enough risks, okay? Because with the 4 of Cups here, thank you guys for all the love. The 4 of Cups here, it's like you do so much, earth signs, all the time. Ripping and running, trying to micromanage everything for everybody else and yourself. Keep everything, because who else is going to do it? That's how you see it, right? So the 4 of Cups, sometimes you work so hard at shit that you don't even get to be like fully grateful for it, because it was so much work, like walking over the coals. You're just like, you know, mama, I made it. But it's by the sweat and the tears of your own brow, right? Hangman, right? Spirit's telling you, we want you to change your perspective. We want you to stop, okay? When you try to work by yourself, it makes it harder for you. Number 12 on that Hangman reduces to a 3, which is Spirit's number. Spirit's like, give us the fucking room to show you that you can sit down and how good it'll feel when something just comes to you because you are, you know, it's your divine birthright, that you didn't have to go out your way. Let us show you one time that it's like you put a pressure on yourself. Strength card. I have to be strong. I have to be the one. Still the one, right? With the Empress. Okay, so you fill everybody else's cup. And Spirit's like, can we fill your cup? on this Taurus, which is the Empress, full blood moon lunar eclipse? Can we fill you up? Do something for yourself. Beautify yourself. Do a glamour spell. Do a goddess spell. Do something that is filling you up for a fucking change. We got this. We don't need you to micromanage us. And actually, Mars is in Scorpio right now, handling business, right? Look at that. So, you know, I was saying the thing about closing out like a 6-month cycle, and you know how it's been like a long journey, and you could feel it just past the coals, right? And look, the 9 of Cups. Spirit's like, did you really walk over the coals, or did we carry you? Right? Like they say, the footprints in the sand. Did you really walk over the coals, Earth sign? Or did we carry you? Because you're unscathed. Look at the bottoms, the soles of your feet. You are unscathed. Gratitude, Spirit. And the star, baby. Okay, we have the star and the 3 of Wands, because the future is so bright. What is she doing? She's fucking sitting, being the Empress, being magnetic, allowing things to come to her. Look, and the communication comes. So Spirit's saying, like, you know, you've been going back, forth, and forth. There's no going back now. Okay? It's time to take a breath. It's time to relax and know that you have done the work, not just for yourself, but so many. And that Spirit wants you to reward you, but they need you to give them a little fucking elbow room. And they want you to sit down. Okay? That's what I have for my earth signs. Okay? Shift the way of thinking into, is it that it's not coming in? Or is it that you don't trust that you're worth that? Okay? All right? I see water and I see fire. I see water and I see fire, 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 water, water, fire, water, fire, water, fire, water, fire, water, water, fire, water, water, fire, fire, water, fire, water, water. Okay, water it is. All right, gang, gang, let's go. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Spirit, can you show me what is it that my water signs are experiencing for this eclipse? Good morning, love. What is it that my water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, is experiencing for the eclipse? You have last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. Swimming in the sea of emotions. Feel like the water's murky. Okay, I feel like Mars is the ancient ruler of Scorpio, so it feels comfortable there, but it gets aggravated by things you've suppressed. New moon in Cancer, relax. Relax, don't do it. Where you wanna go through it. Relax, don't do it. Where you wanna go. Listen, water signs, you got a lot of shit that's coming up right now because Mars is in Scorpio, is trying to clean house and clear out that root and all the shit that you've been pushing down, right? But in this bubbling up, this purge, it makes me feel like DJ Khaled, like you like, and another one. And you thinking about shit that has gone down maybe in the last year. You know what I want to do? I want to reach out to this person and give them a fucking piece of my mind, right? Right? And every time, like, you know, another thought, like, let's say you had a fight with your partner in the morning. Give me an example. Right? They leave out, right? And you think at something about like 10 o'clock in the morning. You like, you know, that was some bullshit that you pulled this morning, right? And you send that shit, right? And then now it's like 11:30 and you like, and motherfucker, don't think I didn't think about the other shit you said, right? What's good, Copenhagen? I feel like it's super layered. Like every time you have another thought, it could be the same person. It could be several persons. You want to just fucking let them have it. But Spirit's like, is it real though? Gotta have another word, right? Right? Be real. Is this effective? Now, let's say that it's somebody you never intend to speak to again. Two things: either fuck it, 2 tears in a bucket, say your piece. But is there an essence of giving your power away and letting them know that they got under your skin? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta weigh the importance of that. But if these are people that you want to continue having relationships with, friends, family, or lovers, you can't just be like, and bitch, I remember. I remember, right? I mean, you could, but then that's going to bring a secondary situation into, some of them deserve it, right? And I'm not saying they don't, but what I'm saying is and maybe, you know, like, using Taurus and Scorpio, right? Because we are in Scorpio season with the Taurus blood full moon, right? This is the difference between Taurus and Scorpio. Scorpio, you know, can be vengeful, where Taurus is more stubborn, right? So, you know, Scorpio feels a emotion or being wronged, and they feel like they got to get that back, that get back, right? If I get my lick back, right? And Taurus does it more like in a finale way, like ain't no stopping us now. Like they're gonna try for as long as they can, but once they make that decision, the stubbornness, it's not emotional at all. It's without water, it's without emotion, it's just. So Spirit wants you to be real about what outcomes do you think this will lead to, and make the decision on whether or not it's something you want to salvage. Because, you know, whether it's fire or water, you know, once you drown something or once you burn it up, it's done. Okay, so let's see what the water signs are releasing under this full moon. Thank you guys for all the love. Do you think that we can get to 25K before I finish the water signs? Trying not to hurt their feelings. And, you know, sometimes you got to speak your truth, but it's not that you can't speak your truth. It's just the way in the delivery, right? Cancer can be the same way, right? And so what Spirit is saying is, you're not saving their feelings, you're saving yours. Because if you use like a particular delivery and then later you expect to salvage that, then you have to word your things in the way that says that you value that connection while being honest, okay? Yeah, your daughter says you're so rough. That's what I'm saying, okay? So I'm not saying that you shouldn't express yourself. I'm saying it's the way. Right now, if you don't give a fuck, we don't give a fuck, right? Cool. You know what I'm saying? But it can affect relationships that are important. That's all I'm saying, boo. All right? Change the tone, correct. Okay, look, high priest or high priestess, okay? Because you're like so intuitive, water. You could feel the frequency, right? But part of becoming that high priest or high priestess, and listen, I was just thinking about this shit yesterday. It's crazy that this comes up. As a high priestess, bendiciones, my love. As a high priestess, and this is mad important, and for the high priestesses that are in the chat, they can attest to this. I am very careful. I'm very careful about the thoughts I have of people that I love or that I want to be in relationships with, because I am a fucking powerful being. Okay? I've been a high priestess since I was 35. I'm cultivated. So this means that I can't just get pissed off at one of my kids and say some crazy shit in my subconscious and then that shit happens. I can't say, to my dude, I keep fucking around, you about to find out, because they will. So part of becoming the priestess is not just learning your gifts and learning, what works and what doesn't work, but listen, a lot of this shit is controlled, because too much is given, much is expected. So if you just going around, fucking hitting people with whammies, because the high priestess understands that she don't have to light a candle. And I know this for a fact. Okay? Water signs. This is saying, and this, I learned this when I was like 40. With one thought, somebody could threaten you, and you don't have to say shit. Okay, look at this. Look what came out with high priestess, angels. They're like handled. Welcome to the club, boo. Handled, okay? So it's like you have to understand that your guides don't play about you. Okay? And so therefore you have to be ethical and responsible with that gift, or spirit will take it. Let me tell you something. And I was thinking about this shit the other day. In my lifetime, in all the years, okay? I'm not talking about, helping somebody not get locked up or, spells like that. I've only had 2 real times that I went and was like, oh no, I'm about to do some left hand shit because they got me fucked up. Only twice in all the motherfucking years. Why? Because I don't have to. And that's what Spirit's telling you. That's what Spirit's telling you, that this leg of the journey is about learning to control the frequency, especially the Scorpios in the house, because Scorpio is in your natal house. Okay? So definitely, okay? All right? And that is the difference. That is the difference between certain practices, okay? When you are like Scorpio gang, when you are a particular level of spirituality, okay? In Spanish, they might call it espiritismo, okay? In English, it might be called something else. But when you really have a strong connection with your shit, understand that's not Archangel Michael, even though Archangel Michael could walk with you right? That's not this deity that has a whole bunch of different children, right? That is your spirit guide whose sole purpose is to walk with you in this lifetime. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. If you don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, okay? You have to be on top of your thoughts because your powers are increasing. Okay? I hope you guys are understanding what the fuck I'm saying. Eight of Wands comes out for you guys. Think about what you're thinking. You see how the cards are flying around? Because that's the energy, right? You get pissed off, you have a thought, right? Spirit's like, control that. Control that, because the worst thing, what we don't want to do is show you what you can do. You don't want to learn that way. How powerful you are. Okay? You've got the Page of Pentacles coming out here crossed. Because all the priestesses learn this. It's how we learn it. Okay? And then when you abuse that power, roads will be closed for you for a while until you recognize, not forever, right? Because it's school, Earth is school, right? So it's like Spirit shuts it down until you recognize, no, okay, you have to control your thoughts because we're giving you all of this responsibility, okay? And for you to be able to use this, you have to be the master of your emotions, okay? Two of Cups in reverse, okay? Spirit, why? With the Two of Pentacles, okay? Crossed, okay? Because especially, listen, the hardest one to control is like the love of like a partner, male or female, okay? I don't care what your preferences are, right? It's not what I'm talking about. But what's the saying that they say? The only person that'll love you like that is your mama. Right? So in that emotion, you could be like, yo, you got me all the way fucked up with this bullshit. You got the right one. You got the right touch, baby. You like, go ahead and try me, bitch, right? Yo, I feel the energy so strong. But then later, the emotions and the water kicks in. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And you could be like, you know I get mad, boo. Right? Sometimes as powerful spiritual beings, right? This is how we learn that it is important that we take control. Queen of Cups is out here. Here you are. Okay, important that for this Taurus full blood moon lunar eclipse, that you use water. Use water as a method of cleansing, meditating, whatever you have to do, okay, to clear out the Seven of Cups, because the what you don't want to do is send a mental message or a verbal message or a written message when you're in an emotion with Scorpio, Mars and Scorpio, and that you don't really mean it. Okay, Spirit's telling you, you know, harness the emotions. Okay, so you got the Page of Cups coming out here. Because then what does that lead to? It leads to sorries, and some sorries, you know, can't be worked out, right? Knight of Cups, this is also it's like for you're spiritually growing. I want you to see this, okay? So your gifts could be great. Your gifts could be great, but you also have to grow the maturity to match the gifts, the maturity to match the gifts. Okay. So in other words, it's like still you were in operating in a the baby or the child who gets emotional. You ever seen a kid get told no by their parents and they throw a tantrum, right? Now you graduated to the Knight of Cups. This is where you learn not to slash your boyfriend or girlfriend's tires. Okay, but remember that your spiritual gift is so powerful, you could do it in a different way that wouldn't be cool. You understand? This is how you win, babes. Not everything needs an answer. Okay. They're telling you, you know, that now that you're maturing in this spiritual game, that you want to be careful that you're not letting like heartbeat, you make me feel so weak, the teenager in you, like derail you. All right, so that's what I have for my water signs. Oh, you guys, I love you guys because y'all, especially Scorpio, because y'all are like my opposite sign. So can you feel it? Can you feel it? My funky sensation. I get y'all, yo. I get y'all. Okay? Control is the key to the game for y'all right now. Okay? Control. All right? I feel like the more you apply that, the more powerful, okay? Because Spirit's not going to go too much further until you know, that you can like let the air out of people's chests. So they got to make sure that you're good, okay? I did the earth signs already. If you want to see earth, you can head over to YouTube. It is up live there. You can rewind, okay? Spirit, can you show me heartbeat? You make me feel so weak. I think that's Tina Marie. Spirit, can you show me? What is it that my fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius need to know? Reflect on your priorities. Be proud of yourself. Push through any insecurities and go for it. Oh, you listened to it yesterday? Okay, so reflect on your priorities. There's a shift in your direction, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Something moved. It's like you didn't change the whole plan, but there were some pieces that felt funky. And so now you may have, it feels lighter, but bittersweet. Okay? Lighter, but bittersweet. So something that you were pulling along with you, carrying on your back, you no longer have to carry, but you feel a little naked to it. You feel a little alone. Like, I didn't think I was going to be doing this walk alone. Okay. And then you have go for it. Spirit's like, but you were built for this. You were built for this. Since when you need somebody. All right. Let's see what you're releasing. Let's see what you're releasing. You're a Virgo. I did the earth signs. It's up on YouTube. Male, female. Some of you are releasing relationships. Male, female, okay, and imprisonment, slavery. There were relationships, people, places, and things that was restrictive. You could have been in a toxic relationship. This also could be the structure of like what like let's say your parents and what roles you thought had to be taken. Maybe that's, you know, one person raised in one house and one person raised in another house. You guys are not going to have the same vision for how things should go. Belief systems, deprogramming, right? This also feels like having to bust out, be free. This could be coming out of the closet for some. This could be an integration of the male female energy. Okay, if you're a masculine, this very much could be you getting more in touch with your feminine side, because like let's say if you're a man who was raised by a single mother, right, and you know, society's always telling men how to move, how to be, what it's like to be a man, and you've had, you know, a good relationship with your mother and she's taught you, you know, these things about how to be a good man, and society's telling you those, that makes you a simp, and you're like, I don't care, I'm gonna step into what I feel makes me a, you know, a good individual, right? Coming into balance with your male and female energy. Kudos to the gentlemen who are embracing that. Okay, because the truth is, if that's part of your journey, you could learn it now, or you could learn it 20 years from now and deal with all the trauma and bullshit that's going to come to, because Spirit's going to keep making you deal with something till you see it. Okay? Let's see what you're manifesting. So you're letting go of preconceptions of roles. Some of you could have went through divorces because of situations about beliefs of roles and relationships and controlling and narcissists, and I'm just getting like, you know, breaking free for the chains that, the ties that bind, whether this is due to upbringing, whether it's due to a toxic partner, what, you know, like all of that. Okay, somebody could have really gotten out of jail. Okay, they also could be, you know, a transgender coming out of jail. Spirit, can you show me? You have, we must ask if our desires to feel safe and accepted are in fact enslaving us to popular opinion and to boredom. Okay, so this is like conforming to people's standards, even though they oppose your own beliefs. This is also giving deprogramming. Spirit, can you show me? Thank you guys for all the love. You think we can make it over to 30K before we end the live? The white space of a free day seems unfathomable because we have become hypnotized by a false and compelling need to respond to all the needs of others, right? So, Aries, Leo, and Sag. I feel like you like to show up for other people. Warrior, come out and play. Okay? But are you showing up for yourself? And are you wearing a mask to your authentic self? Because that is going to make the road windy as fuck. Hey, cheerfully sweet. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you have, if taking action towards our dreams before the perfect conditions arise, or before we receive permission, is unreasonable or reckless, then we must be unreasonable or reckless. Okay? I did do Gemini. If you go back on YouTube, you can rewind and find it there. Okay, so Spirit's saying, like, you know, so some people, you know, they might not be ready. Okay? But it's not for them. It's for you. Step into who you are, wherever that may be. Okay, this is like falsities, right? It's like being someone you're not because you don't want to rock the boat. Okay? All the elements are done except for fire, which we're on right now. Okay, so let's get fire some tarot. You guys are excellent. Thank you guys for all the love. I greatly appreciate y'all. We're almost there. Spirit, can you show me? For fire, please. You have the sun, okay? Illumination, right? And listen, there's things that you're hiding, 12th house, about who you are, or trying to like lower, you know, to not rock the boat or whatever. And other people can see it anyway. Okay, they may not be able to put their finger on it, but you know what is so always glaring? When somebody's not their true self. People may not know what you're hiding, but they know it's something. Okay, with the Knight of Wands, okay? It's okay to try new things. And I can't even believe I'm saying that to my fire signs. Y'all should know that. Okay, Chariot. I'm moving on. I'm hearing the Kanye song. Okay? Trying to get the, I'm hearing it like in the back. Something about, okay, it's gone. All right, but I feel like this is pushing you to get out there and to be yourself, or to experience new things and like fuck it, 2 tears in a bucket, and not be concerned with the perceptions of others. Some of yous are, thank you, Melanie. Some of yous are like considering or have had polyamorous relationships. Okay, maybe you want to tell your family, like, this is what I'm doing now. It's something like what you feel, or you feel that other people will see as unconventional. Okay, unconventional. But I feel like it's authentically you. Okay, then you got the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Coins. For some of yous, you could met somebody that you know, or it could be either one of yous, right? Like, this person could be a little more restrained and you don't want them to like judge you because you're interested in more open things, or vice versa. They're trying to tell you like, you know, I'm very interested in you, but I want to open up to some of the other things that make me who I am. Okay, so if this is the case, you know, maybe you're concerned. Now, if you are, just for safety's sake, guys, if you are someone who is part of the transgender community, okay, I feel like have that conversation early with somebody. Don't spring it on them. Okay, I feel like somebody wouldn't take it well. Okay, you got the Eight of Pentacles here. I feel like you've worked hard. You've worked hard to build like a particular life and to be seen a certain way. But I feel like it may have stopped working for you in the way that you wanted, okay? Or it doesn't feel comfortable anymore. It doesn't feel like where you should be. And I feel like that's why it's like you're busting out, kind of like the Hulk, okay? Clothes just coming off, right? You got the Knight of Cups here coming out with the Fool. I feel like you're going to find out that way more people feel like you. think like you. Okay? I feel like maybe not everybody has the same level of courage as you. Blinded by the light. Right? So it feels like somehow you're like a risk taker, and spirit is telling you it's okay. What you think is going to happen is not going to happen, or it's something to that effect. Okay, Seven of Cups comes out. It's like you're fucking putting images about how people are going to respond, and they're most likely not even going to respond like that. But what it's causing, okay, it came out like this. King of Wands, which is your king, is causing you to overthink taking action. Okay? And spirit is telling you it's time for you to step into who you are. And don't worry about how you're seen. Okay? This is a season of speaking your personal truth. And in that, you will find that there are many who are like you. Legion, spirit said, many who are like you, and many who will follow. Okay, so whatever that is about, but that's what I have for my fire signs. Okay, I just want to say thank you to you guys. I hope you have an excellent eclipse. I will be on Sunday to do the question and answer. I will be on tomorrow for the Patreon gang to do the breaking news allegedly, where we do the world predictions. And I'm sure tomorrow's going to be super interesting because everything that's going on. And then also on the back of the Taurus full moon, full blood moon eclipse. Okay, so do feel free to join us over there. Okay, so I just want to say thank you to you guys. I'm wishing you all love and light and blessings on blessings. Bye guys.